Good morning, everybody. I want to make an announcement for those of you that are interested. I recently appeared on my friend Carl Shepard's podcast. It's on his page called Missouri Lion, Lion, Missouri Lion. And the podcast is actually called Missouri Line, Line. So look up Carl Shepard and Missouri Lion, and you will come to the webpage. All right. So we had over 2 hours of conversation about the topic of UAPs and UFOs and the latest developments, the disclosures, theoretical underpinnings, history of UFO, UAPs, and so on and so forth. We had a blast, and I think if you're into the topic, you too are going to have a blast. And I also talked about a book that I wrote, an unpublished book on the topic, which honestly, it may never get published. It's really hard to find publishers these days, and self-publishing is dicey because I really want an editor to look at it and help me improve it. And then, I want something that's commercially viable to popularize this. But you get to at least hear about the book, right? And also, if any of you listening are interested in the topic and are in the publishing business and would like to help me publish this book on UFOs and UAPs, I certainly would like to hear from you, right? It is a real topic. Things are really going on. The Navy is making disclosures. There's Freedom of Information Act releases coming out that talk about things that many people suspected were true, but they didn't have confirmation. Now they do. The Navy is disclosing video. It's briefed Congress several times. So there's a lot going on, all right? And I believe that it is the duty of science to answer questions like this. People are interested in the topic. It is an important topic because our airspace is being violated by something other than those fairly ineffectual balloons, right? And our nuclear assets and our naval assets are being penetrated easily and repeatedly, and there are objects in the sky that are obviously technological objects, techno-signatures, that clearly have capacities far exceeding anything we have, far exceeding anything the Chinese have, and far exceeding anything the Russians have, right? So we need to talk about this. We need to explore this. I wrote the book as basically a study guide for UFO, UAPs. It's intended for the interested person, the enthusiast, even scientists and government officials who want not just an overview of the information out there, but a deep dive in different aspects on it, and talking about the scientific theory of what could be happening, all the potential implications, good and bad, of UFO contact. It is time. It's time to really work on this. Science, when matched with the right minds and in-depth funding, produces amazing things. We talk about the space program, the Manhattan Project, the development of the Pfizer vaccine, right? All these technological breakthroughs resulted when the best minds responded to a question, were funded, and persistently worked at it. But the problem with the whole UFO, UAP phenomena is it's been ridiculed, it's been suppressed. The best minds in science have not dedicated themselves to solving a problem that, is real. I mean, any nation that possesses nuclear capacity that cannot safeguard its airspace, it's as if you have no defense whatsoever. And the world, by extension, is made less safe if your nuclear assets are not safe. Okay? Not just for the United States, but the world. And there are other countries out there with nuclear assets that have the same issue. All right? So, please, if you're interested, look up Missouri Lion, my friend Carl Shepard. That's his page. And his series of podcasts. I appear on it twice. I'm on the latest one that he put up so far with me, the UFO UAPs. And if you scroll through the previous episodes, I did one on martial arts if you're interested as well. And if any of you have intelligent questions, polite questions, relevant questions about, the topic, right? I'm not a government insider, but I am an enthusiast, and I have been looking at this topic for a long time. If you want to share something, if you have questions about it, things you want me to make videos about, I'm not a big time the government is run by reptiles and all that other guy. If you ask me about the Illuminati, I don't even think there is Illuminati. I do believe that there are very powerful power bases, and I don't think that there's any one overwhelming secret government. I think that there are lots of forces working in secret, and oftentimes they're not cooperating. There are many different interests. Same thing when people talk about the media. They're like, the media want this, the media want that. The media are immensely fractured and often competitive. Oftentimes, if one media outlet has one agenda, another pushes a very opposite agenda, and so on and so forth, right? So it is an area that I've been interested in for decades, and continue to be interested in. And watch the podcast if you're interested, and give me feedback on it if you're interested. But as always, stay polite. You are in my house, all right? And also be polite to all the other guests in my house. Again, we're grown adult. Most of us are adults here, and if you're not an adult, well, behave as an adult. All right? Y'all have a nice day.